Are you looking for a low-budget tablet which is also practical in daily usage? Then this Android pad will be probably the best option of the year. And most importantly, it will only cost you less than a quarter of the price of an iPad Pro. So this is Redmi Pad, which is even cheaper than Apple Pencil, but it doesn't feel like a cheap product at all. The matte metal backboard rounded corner, bezel, buttons are nicely integrated. 7mm of thickness plus 10.6 inches. This is a very ideal size to hold with one hand, but the body weight is sacrificed for the design. The Redmi Pad weighs almost half kilo, but that doesn't matter, because it is not like the expensive iPad Pro which I need to handle very carefully. It has a 2K plus 90Hz display which is looking great when reviewing the default wallpapers. But once you switch to the setting interface, it somehow becomes a little bit blurry and unclear. Besides, normally people cannot notice the difference between 60Hz and 90Hz refresh rate. And limited by its hardware performance, the processing speed could not always catch up the refresh rate in many scenarios. 400 nit peak brightness, which means it has to stay maximum brightness for most of the time. And the color is a little bit too bright, which is a typical Redmi style. But don't worry, these little shortages will not significantly affect your daily usage, especially if you are using for some simple purposes like watching videos only. Moreover, this is even a better size than iPad for watching videos, because with this ratio, the display is more efficiently utilized and also comes with much smaller black borders. What really attracted me was the Dolby certificated gross speaker.
这是杜比全景声，这是世界上首个基于对象的影院声音系统。铿锵有力的灵动音效超越声道的限制，喷薄而出，并极其准确地萦绕在你周围。
But watching some streaming series and TV shows which is not demanding much audio quality, this is actually good enough. But there's one thing that really holds it back, the 4G RAM. The time you need to open an app is already as long as watching and opening ads. And it is very laggy when switching between the apps. So I sincerely recommend you to choose a larger RAM. But of course, that is related to the software as well. Many Android apps are not well optimized for the tablet, but Redmi has a very similar operation logic with iPad, so basically you can use the same gesture on this. And the open system of Android is also a big advantage on tablets. Cross-platform file transferring through AirDrop is as good as transferring by AirDrop. File management is also more clear and organized, and with the help of APK, you can basically install anything you want. The other highlight feature of the Redmi Pad is the 8000 mAh battery. Maximum 80 watts fast charging, which could charge 20% in half hour, and it needs just one charge a week under moderate usage. Don't expect a lot on its camera module because the 8 million front and rear cameras are actually blurry and lack of colors.
你这个摄像头像素又很模糊，还没什么色彩。
And there are other small problems as well. For example, there are too many built-in apps and the system needs a clean up very frequently. But even though, I can still enjoy the convenience of a tablet, especially when watching and reading contents. What is the fundamental difference between cheap Android tablet and an expensive iPad Pro was the question that I always have. I regret buying iPad Pro because I didn't understand what I need. But buying this Redmi Pad, I was aiming some clear features, which is cheap, durable, larger screen, and a gross speaker. If iPad Pro represents powerful, costly, and performance exceeding, then what does the cheaper one represent? Digital trash or cost-effective? Those cheap and shoddy tablets might be the first kind, but whether it's Redmi Pad or Pad SE, they are definitely the second kind. $200, what you get is a soiled, reliable, and practical product. It has a 10.6-inch display, a proper app store, and a reliable system with a guaranteed maintenance and after-sales service. After all, what else do you expect from this little tablet which is just worth a quarter of the price of the cheapest iPad Pro? Therefore, we give Redmi Pad 7.5 subjective overall score. 8 points for its design, good size, and good packaging. Functionality, 6 points, but this is varies from people who has different requirements and needs. Cost performance, 9 points. I think there are no better choice than the Redmi Pad or Pad SE if you are looking for a tablet at this price range. Accessibility 7 points, an open and a stable system offers more diversity. If you're heavily relying on Apple ecosystem and apps, then don't consider it. But if you want more cross-platform apps and simply need a tablet with a larger screen, well, this Redmi Pad is probably the most worthy and affordable choice you can find in the market. So how do you think of this product? Leave a comment under the video. If you found out the content entertaining or useful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss anything from this channel. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next upload.